This is Scott Becker with the Becker Private Equity and Business Podcast. Today's discussion is Trump and the debt ceiling. Now, we're in for a wild ride in 2025. One of the things that happens with President Trump, and God love him, I'm not an anti-Trumper in any degree, so bear with me. But one of the things I love is when he says things that I think are totally inane and bad ideas, like getting rid of the debt ceiling in a party, the Republican Party, that has generally been very intent on trying to reduce debt. Now, myself, I'm obviously, if anybody listens to me regularly, which nobody really does other than myself, is deficit hawk. I believe in cutting the deficit, cutting spending, doing it carefully because we know it'll cause some sort of a recession. But we're certainly anti-debt. As we say often, debt kills companies, it kills countries, it kills family. I'm a believer that money is the root of all evil and causes so much conflict. But debt is the worst thing that one could do is overindulge on debt. Now, I know people say, well, debt is good in places, and it certainly is. It just is caution with debt. So when Trump does things like says he wants to get rid of the deficit ceiling, this puts the Republican Party in quite the conundrum because Trump has proven himself to be incredibly popular with the populace. And so if you go against Trump, you run the risk of being many of the political casualties that have tried to go against Trump. I mean, remember when Jeff Flake, Adam Kinzinger, Lynn Cheney were all household names and thought they were on the rise, and they've all sort of committed almost political suicide by fighting Trump or being anti-Trump. So anybody who wants to keep their job has a hard time not towing the line of being pro-Trump. Now, you got people like J.D. Vance that are crazily smart and lots of other people in the administration that are very smart, or at least not in the administration, but in the Republican Party, they're very smart, that know that debt is a bad, bad thing. And so you've got this situation where Trump wants to get rid of the debt ceiling. The Republican Party does not know how to deal with this. This is a fascinating situation because many of them are anti-debt like I am. At the same time, they don't want to piss off President Trump. So when you talk about a conundrum, you can't piss off your boss, and at the same time you disagree with your boss. What could be more interesting and exciting than that? And that's where we sit heading into 2025. Trump and the debt ceiling, a conundrum for the Republican Party. God bless you, and thank you for listening. Let's hope you all have a great new year in 2025. We're hoping it's a great one. Thank you for listening to the Becker Private Equity and Business Podcast. It's been a record year on the podcast, and we are so thankful to our listeners for that. God bless you all, and have a great year. Thank you.